Right. Hello, everybody.
Bonjour.
I am here with Storm, and we will be joined by Rail at some point in the not too distant future. So, we have decided that we are going to play Witcher 3, even though I've been bouncing around between 8,000 different games. I think Witcher 3 would be good because I have not played this in a couple years. It's got the next gen update, and this is just one hell of a game, so I think everybody will enjoy this.
And strangely enough, even though it's like right up my ballpark, I've never actually played it.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Oh, okay. This is going to be good.
Yeah. No, the problem was it came out as I was working on my master's degree, so like I got like distracted from the things I wanted to do for the things I needed to do.
Okay. Well, I should warn you, I am playing it modded. Um, a number of things that make the game easier, like carry limit goes out the window and a bunch of other stuff. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm not
and our
terribly.
game is and our game is now on the rails because Rail is here.
I have arrived, and
Hello.
Kiwi ordered me something as a special surprise for all of you.
Oh God, what? Thank you, Kiwi. We appreciate you.
Ist wunderbar.
She ordered me a kazoo.
And yes, Tiger says throw a crab to your Witcher because I will smash it with the sword.
Oh, crab to your Witcher indeed. Actually, does the Witcher have crabs in it? One sec.
No, it does not. Storm has just mentioned he has not played this before, so this is going to be fun from that perspective.
So there is actually one creature in the desert in Witcher 3 Wild Hunt called a sand crab.
Oh, yeah, it's not really crabby.
It's got the name. Good enough. It is good enough.
Yeah, fine. All right, so I was telling Storm I have modded the game fairly substantially.
Mhm.
So fair amount of it makes stuff easier because I'm not terribly good at this, and I just like swinging swords and setting shit on fire. So we're gonna do that. So here we go. We'll play fresh start. We'll play normal. And we'll turn tutorials on. I think simulate is where... Rail, can you look that up real quick? Is simulate Witcher save? See if that's where they ask you the questions when you get to the palace.
Yes, you should choose to say. Literally, Google's first thing is that yes, do it, but let me make sure.
Is it kind of the whole this is what you did in Witcher 1 and
Okay.
2?
It's
So what it is there's a bit where you get questions about some things that if you choose not to simulate the save, it just makes those decisions for you. But if you choose to simulate the save, there will be a bit where you get asked some questions.
okay.
And
Definitely.
pick your own.
Yep. Hello, Rimward. Rimward.
Oh boy.
Welcome. We are members of the auxiliary and online community, and we decided to stream games.
Rimward is a regular in the BPL stuff.
Ah.
I've probably seen him before then.
Yep. You know, just kind of casually cutting off horses' heads. That's a thing.
Why the long face? And that is how you make someone eat crow.
Noviet Sasha, Crow eats you. So this is like that era of gaming where they started to recover from the piss filter, but everything was still very smoky.
Well, at least part of it's this region's weather. It's a more northern region, so it's colder in general.
Well, this is also an 8-year-old game, and they did not update the video, but the visuals have indeed been updated for the next gen part.
There are. I have actually played this game, and there are parts of the map that do actually look colorful. It just depends on where you are.
Yeah, this is just FMV. This is not like actual gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, right, because this is also made in Poland, isn't it? So it's kind of got a North Europe vibe.
Andrzej Sapkowski is Polish, yes.
Yeah, I'd say.
And
I'd say it almost feels close to like the Danes. It does have a very Danish tilt to it.
It's kind of Slavic Scandinavian.
Yeah.
We are glad you are here, Rimward.
Yes.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, I'll admit there's another part of me that avoided The Witcher for a little while for, I'll be honest, a very childish reason, which is I've been working on writing a story with a heavily wolf-themed, mostly dressed in dark colors, white-haired, lone badass kind of fantasy swordsman character, and I was like, it took my idea, even though it's a really common idea in most fantasy.
And
I mean, part of that's, not wanting to taint your own ideas with the thing. So that's a feasible, like, I want to at least get all my basics crap sorted out before I get into this game.
Yeah. Oh god, I've seen that
Also,
scene before.
Here's a whole bunch of nope right here. All of the nope.
Yep.
Well, I've seen this scene before because, because people would make weird edits of this on the internet back when.
I don't find that amusing.
She is using the D&D control familiar trick.
Yes. Butt cheeks.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go.
Warning
before
about this
Vesemir
game.
bores her to
It
death
contains
with
some
revenge.
light nudity.
Yeah, there's no dongs, but,
Yeah.
And also, depending on the player's decisions, it may include some night nudity.
So,
That works so well.
See you.
Yep.
So now is the real question. Are you going to play as thirsty Geralt or responsible Geralt?
I'm open to suggestions. I tend to play true to Geralt's destiny and
So thirsty when it comes to Yennefer, but not anyone else.
I mean, I objectively like redheads better, but
We have very different tastes then.
I like redheads. Okay, no, I'm leaving tutorial messages open because
It has been a long time.
yeah, it's been like 3 years. So Storm, it's a third person like this, and Geralt has his Witcher senses. So if you hold down the Witcher sense button,
It highlights useful items.
witchy things tend to glow like that. So
It's basically check for loot.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Indeed. So who is he
Actually-
going to train?
Siri.
Siri. So, there's a thing that needs explanation with these games. for
Let's
those who don't
not
know.
spoil the story, but go ahead
I'm
and
not
explain.
going to spoil the story. So what it is there are obviously 3 Witcher games. This is the 3rd one. And there's a whole series of books that the games are based on. But the games actually take place after the ending of the books.
Okay.
From what I've read, as far as the author is concerned, up until I think he did end up writing some more books that take place after the games, the games fall into that sort of like the Japanese canon for Gundam, of if his books don't contradict it, go ahead, take it as canon.
Okay.
And this is how amazing this game is.
It is a
That
very
is-
pretty game.
That is a pretty.
I would love that view and also be absolutely 100% terrified of that view.
I would be shitting my pants, but it would be amazing.
Right?
Yeah, I live in a rather mountainous region to begin with, so for me that's a little bit native, but that is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no,
It's probably way more moisture than where I live. For the audience, I live
Yeah.
in the Rockies, so it's like dry mountains.
ugh. No, Appalachians all the way.
Yeah, I was born and grew up in the Midwest, so cornfields as far as the eye can see.
I live in the Midwest, so I get that, but I'm originally from Long Island, and they spend a surprising amount of time in Appalachia. And we've driven through the Appalachians a couple times.
Somewhere, of course.
Thronebreaker is worth a good... I don't know Thronebreaker. I know that there's a Gwent card game that's like... They just took the Gwent game from this and made it its own full game.
Yep.
Practice to theory.
What?
They decided to do that because more and more card games are making digital versions of themselves.
Put you to sleep too.
Damn it.
Don't you switch from getting your little cardboard picture to getting your PNG.
Making her slow.
It's
through
the
that
same
quick.
price,
No wonder she took
Yeah.
off.
and it's the same.
Bruce
That's
lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like
hot
the
ta-
horse they print
hot
now.
slash cold take. Trading card games are the
He's
gateway
tackling
drug to
the big
gambling.
ones, right?
Unless you're buying specific cards. If you're buying random packs, no thank you.
Also, the other thing to point out, Storm, is that Vesemir is something like 200 years old, I think, and Geralt is somewhere about 80 years old or something like that. Okay, you guys are going to make choices. What do I say?
Well, I don't know this girl yet, and Geralt strikes me as a hard ass, so maybe we've spoiled her.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
So, without metagaming, spoiled her is the right answer.
Been saying that true, but you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters
Oh,
is
is
not something
Vesemir
to be
part of
taken
the
lightly.
Witcher
Sarah must
anime?
understand that.
Context. While I have read somewhat of the TV tropes explaining some of the links in this game, I have not partaken in like actually reading or playing or watching any other Witcher media. So most of my knowledge is just from this game and researching the game, but not actually watching anything
Now I
else.
see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
Nice.
She's a hell of a lot more adept than I am, that's for sure.
Couldn't ever do the flips and shit, but everything else I used to be able to do when I was a kid.
Is she his daughter or something else?
Adoptive daughter. Part of becoming a Witcher is you basically get hopped up on a whole bunch of drugs that mutate you, and it increases your senses. and it makes you stronger, faster, gives you slight night vision,
So
but it also does make you infertile.
All right. Take
supposedly.
off the blindfold.
So
Yeah.
You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Also, sorceresses, basically magic users, apparently a side effect of learning to use magic is once you get past a certain point, you can stop your aging entirely, but it, again, also makes you infertile.
Yeah, Yen is about 110 years old, and she was originally a hunchback, but she's used magic to correct her frame and figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most witches use magic to improve their own looks.
Okay.
Some of it's illusion, some of it is just straight up like magic spinal correction.
All right. Which
So-
one?
Better not.
She played.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt. Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
To the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
I believe elves are somewhat mistreated in this game, but not quite as bad as Dragon Age.
Okay.
Elves are what?
Kind of,
Mistreated.
What did I tell
Kind of
you
a
about
mistreated minority or something like that.
They're definitely a minority, but they're not like almost all enslaved the way that Dragon Age
It
is.
depends on where you are.
Yeah, some areas, some parts of the setting are more racist than others.
Yeah. Well, it is medieval. I mean,
Well,
there's an inherent fear of outsiders that kind of comes with more primitive cultures.
I mean, for certain definitions of primitive, they have actual siege equipment, and if I'm correct, they have arquebuses.
Well, yeah.
No, there are no firearms.
Mhm.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Yeah.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
So there's some tech.
I don't use
Witchers
my
can
words
actively
against them
make
unless
bombs,
you
and
got
they
it.
do have,
That's
if I'm
playing
correct,
with fire.
explosive siege equipment. But they don't have it to the point where they can
Fine, we're
make
talking now.
effective rifles.
Geralt, you're with
Especially
me,
because
Lambert
alchemy is a
with
lot
Eskel,
tied to magic,
Ciri with
and
Dump.
Again?
Yeah.
obviously there's some
Stop
swooping
groaning,
going
you'll have
on
a
there. People don't like magic users, and also some magic users go cray-cray and try to over-design
Shall we
things.
start by reviewing the
And then you make a
fundamentals, or
magic rifle that
right
goes
to
more
free
kaboom, but
training?
also goes more kaboom in your hands.
Barring the kind of Hollywood-esque, everyone looks like a motorcycle gangster, the clothing sort of suggests to me that, yeah, this is like 14th, 15th century.
About. Yep.
It also does depend where you are, because the clothing styles are different,
Mhm.
or different areas.
Yeah.
And
But
witchers
for-
dress different from other people.
Yeah.
All right.
But for
now-
Middle Europe, like that one guy had the brocade sort of doublet on and stuff like that.
1, 2,
Mhm.
3. Strong strikes now. Give it all you got.
Ooh, yawn. Excuse me.
There's a part of me that's a little bit cynical, and I don't mean this as a knock against the game, because I love these kind of characters. They're actually my favorite kind. But I'm like, I get the feeling that if I played this, I would probably play Geralt exactly the same way I played Arthur Morgan.
That's Red Dead Redemption, right?
Yeah,
Is that 2 or 1?
2. Which
Okay.
is technically a prequel, so chronologically first,
Yeah.
but made after. But yeah, basically the kind of gruff, usually silent, but not completely badass with a heart of gold. That's sort of the main actor in a group, in a gang of various misfits and rogues and or other, in this case, I guess, witchers.
Maybe a storm's coming.
Who's next?
Now, are witchers then they're monster killers essentially, or are they
Yes.
something else?
Yes,
Yes.
they're monster killers.
So,
Okay,
the way the world works is like this is our world, but there was something called the conjunction of spheres that happened about 1,000 years ago, and essentially, like our world joined with a bunch of other worlds, and now there's magic and elves and monsters and you name it.
It wasn't a full joining so much as we kind of a dipping of each other's toes, and a bunch of magical creatures ended up just being, well, we're here now. Okay. Then.
So yeah, because I had read that Sabowski based it somewhat off of the Elric of Melniboné books by Michael Moorcock, and yeah, those very much dealt in like world hopping and the accidents that come with it.
God, you know what? This game just makes me think I really, really wish they'd make a Prydain Cycle series of games. Or at least a series.
You know, there are so many fantasy things that need to be made into things. Of course, if we tried to do all of them, then we'd glut the whole system and then regret it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm more mad about what Disney did to Black Cauldron than what was done to Aragon.
Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Yeah, after what I'd heard, because they, like, sort of, already didn't make the greatest movie to begin with, but it had its fan base, and I think reasonably so. And then, yeah, they sort of, like, tried to pretend they never made it.
See this, Siri?
Is that what you were kind of referring to?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Siri. Quen will dampen the blow.
Sorry, something pulled my attention for a moment.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm concentrating on relearning the
Controls.
I find bombs to not really be useful for combat and better saved for dealing with dens.
Kind of hit, distract, run away kind of stuff.
It's useful for certain monsters. Like some monsters, if you throw a bomb that basically sprays like silver glitter all over the place, it'll make monsters that are invisible visible, and you can hit them. That kind
It
of
actually stops magic powers pretty much altogether. You're basically putting magical chaff in the air so they can't cast properly.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is fair. That is fair. I forget about those sometimes. I'm a rune spammer. That is how I play the game.
I assume you kind of customize more and more over the game?
Yes.
Okay. So knowing me, I'd probably go... Although the feel of the game might change this, I typically go for, like, two-handed weapons.
So you only ever have the same kind of swords. You basically have two long swords that he uses both single hand and long. Part of that is because of the way the Witcher's fighting style is designed. They like to keep a hand free for the purpose of using glyphs, throwing bombs, pulling a crossbow on a fool. Oh, wow. We have a Squick in the chat. Hello!
Yay, Squickins!
Squick!
Making a lot of assumptions there, Squick.
Based on all our avatars, I like to sometimes joke with this crew of a mouse, a horse, and a chicken walk into a room.
Siri, get down here.
A little she-devil. As soon as she's back, we'll set her to
Yes, the ever so wonderful mod view refreshes the ads. Why, Twitch? Why? You'd think mod view would be like the way to be like, you don't get ads because you're a mod and we need you to be able to do your job.
You need to buy new tires for your Honda Civic with the 200% extra VTEC. Maybe you'll park it somewhere where I won't start fucking backing into it all the time.
Hold
No, it's a Honda Civic.
And it is time for the spoopening. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
I'm on a motherfucking boat.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
That depends on your setting.
Except they don't want to kill her.
Yeah.
Mm. Hey, it's Scion XP, and yes, fair. Boats do not work that way! Source, I've seen them, a couple of them in the water.
I don't know. Stardust is a very valid boat method.
Angry Gordon noises intensify.
Look, like Stardust is a great movie. I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie.
Had a nightmare.
All right, so let's go through this for Storm's benefit, because there's background in
Forever
this.
to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Wait, are you waiting for me to do it?
No. We're gonna watch Vesemir and these guys talk.
Ah, okay.
Triss,
You might want to turn the game volume up just a tad.
She's never been there. Seems so real.
I'll do that in a minute.
was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed.
Oh, so Yennefer wasn't in the room.
It was
No.
all a dream.
Well, yeah. So that dream where he started out in the bathtub and all that, that was a partial dream that led into like a fake nightmare kind of situation. Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a memory that turned into a fake nightmare. Like that didn't.
Okay. So he just woke up and everything we just saw was...
So where they are right now is they are camping out after doing all the searching for Yennefer in that battlefield that you saw at the opening start of the game.
They're tracking her.
They're trying to track down Yennefer, okay?
Okay. They're trying to track down Yennefer Lopez because she likes tacos and burrito-flavored CCs.
God.
Sorry, South Park reference. Got weird.
Devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere, or fleeing something. Either way,
I see the
it means
background
trouble
for
of
this
some
part,
sort.
and
I'd be surprised
the
if she
dun,
wasn't in
dun,
trouble.
dun, 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 dun.
She's always been crows and beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages, conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm, at least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
Oh.
And what's the old man's name?
Vesemir.
Found Ciri.
Okay,
We
Vesemir.
trained.
Those were the days. Little
Fizzy pop.
she-devil.
No, wait, no, wrong. I was trying to make a fizzy pop joke, and then I realized what I said.
Anne and her character.
You see, for me as a brony, Fizzy Pop Berry Twist is the name of a character.
No, I was combining it with his name, Vesemir, so it was Vizzy Pop. But Vivzy Pop is the creator of Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel.
Ah.
It was just
So I'm like, wait, no! Don't copyright me, please!
No.
She probably wouldn't. She seems like she would not care,
In the
but...
past, when Ciri appeared in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Okay, that's where I know this guy from. The voice actor for Vesemir is like every other old man in a video game that gives you advice and instructions.
Yep.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
Ah,
Gonna
yes.
read it, not sniff it.
We must
I
meet
mean, to be fair,
soon.
I don't read
Willoughby
fan
near
fiction,
the
but
sea.
Kiwi does read some fan fiction.
Nothing else to guide us
Um,
there.
And yeah,
What's this
from what she's
postal?
told me about the amount
You
of
still
effort she
have
has
the
to go
unicorn?
into to not get smut fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna pick this option.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice.
Oh god, the stuffed unicorn.
Yes.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Yeah.
On top.
What?
Look, how far behind
Just-
the throw
Wait,
we-
is
Roll-
that what? Are they talking about what I think they're talking about?
Yes.
Fresh.
Just
Naughty.
roll with it.
Main road. Could be muddled
Apparently they did.
there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it.
Oh boy, your first real enemy
Yep.
for certain values of real. And certain values of threat.
Oh, forgot. There we go. Yes.
That almost
Brutal.
failed utterly.
So are those ghouls or owl ghouls?
Those are ghouls.
Ghouls.
Of course.
Al ghouls are
Armies past
spikier.
necrophages
Al
follow.
ghouls.
Oh!
Fuck up.
Oh
your-
my lord, we've been grumbled.
The emotional support duck is here. Hello, emotional support duck.
Grumble, grumble.
Yes, it's Ducky is our master of ceremonies for grumbling. Yeah, to clear it
Also, I don't know who put it together, but between you two, Squick and Mad Ducks, and whoever else it may have been, I was watching your numeric workshop stream the other night, and that song at the beginning, that brought me joy.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood.
Yeah, the opening song where you're like, and now we derp. And then suddenly into strange, like, polka, oompa sort of music.
Living as well.
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Okay, let's go try to fix audio. Let's bump it up to like 75.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna bump all this, and
That way the master volume properly controls it.
yeah, we'll call it like 60. And I need to.
Well,
Okay.
Ducks, tell Parallax we appreciate his efforts.
Yes, that was the other one.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
Enjoy your
Northern
dinner,
realms.
Wentworth.
Radovid's realms, don't you?
God
mean?
dang, I
To
cannot
marry
English
them
right
no
now.
more.
No,
Radovid's
you
pledged
can't.
to restore
Have
the
a
old
beautiful
forts
time.
As soon as he wins the
I will
war.
send you off with
Believe
the
that.
kazoo.
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going.
Wow.
We need to thank Kiwi for that.
We going?
She has put this evil upon you, Ricky Bobby. This was the compromise since she won't let me get a set of bagpipes and learn to play those off.
Well, with some effort, multiple kazoos can be made a bagpipe.
I mean,
That's true.
yeah, technically. Yeah. You're not incorrect. Oh no, is that what I think it is? The little thing with the face at the bottom? Yes, that is exactly what I think that is.
A what?
I don't know, an
Has gone.
automaton. It's
Yeah. Come out.
It's basically like a kazoo, but it's got a little rubber ball at the bottom of it and it's like a saxophone-shaped kazoo. It's made more out of rubber,
Gods, that was close.
and when you
sure I'd
squeeze
end
the
up like
ball,
my mare.
it has like a
Provided
mouth
you got
that
lucky.
opens up, and based on how
Your
you
horse
squeeze it,
died
it
quickly.
changes the tone.
But griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
It is both a cursed and blessed instrument, similar to the
You-
kazoo.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
So, I tend
You
to...
don't know it's a thing.
Okay.
You don't owe
Yeah.
us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born
Saxazoo. That's actually the
Back to the
perfect
trail.
term for it, Squick.
Like I
A
said,
saxazoo.
leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
I did
You
not know
seek
it was
someone?
electronic.
Yes. A woman.
Whoa!
Medium height, long black
Mad
hair.
ducks,
Seemed
you
more like
madman.
that.
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around.
But no, I
Gets
keep
its
trying to
share of
convince
travelers.
Kiwi to let me
Perhaps
get
you'll learn
a
something there.
bagpipes so I can learn the bagpipes.
Besides,
And then we can
the
get
innkeep's
her a
my cousin.
guitar,
Tell her
and then we
Bram
just need
sent
to
you.
find a saxophone
She'll treat
player
you
and a
like
drummer.
family.
Not a
Hey,
bad
you have a
idea,
drummer in me, boy.
Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
You would drum
Beast
for
barely
a lot.
But sure.
Oh, yeah.
could use a
Because,
good rye. Nice,
My things are
cool,
New
you know,
Orleans style
straight
big
from the
band
cellar.
jazz and
Let's
heavy
go.
metal.
That is a dichotomy.
A lot of heavy metal drummers actually study jazz as their drumming style.
My problem is I do not have the dexterity to play instruments very well.
Oh, I remember what I did.
The Rack of Many Horrors. What is the Rack of Many Horrors?
Is it a spice rack? Is it a spice rack with a tendency to explode and get everywhere?
Or is it
And
like a
then the whole
mount?
house-
Is it like a mount rack for sound equipment?
And then the whole house smells like cumin for like 3 days.
So, a griffin this close to the village. Strange.
And you
thoughts
keep finding
exactly.
parsley flakes,
In the forest or the mountains,
everywhere.
Sure, but here,
especially when you turn on the oven.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
I do enjoy running over and running into people with the horse.
And of course, they all talk with that fictitious accent that Lorman insists comes from a real country.
Yep.
What?
Even Muscles Murderbone there knows not to fuck with the geese.
Trouble. That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Oh, Kiwi has brought me mac and cheese. Glorious day.
Thank you, Kiwi.
Witches.
That is a bitchin' mustache.
I'll not drink with Weaver lost
Yeah,
freaks.
this area used to be French, but slightly better.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How
The
is
true
he?
challenge of fresh
Alive.
mac and
Sends
cheese.
his regards.
Is it cold enough to eat yet,
Food
or
and
will it
drink on
burn
the
me?
house. What can I get you?
Alright, blah, 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 blah. Alright, we're just gonna go through all the dialogue options.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for
I mean,
kin,
you should. This
others
is
just
very
want to
much
get
a
out of the way of
game
the
that
armies.
rewards just
They all
doing
need food to
everything.
drink,
Yes.
rest in warmth.
As much as that
So,
might not
has
always be
been
the
good for
most
your trade.
riveting gameplay,
So far,
it's
it'd be best to know peace again.
it makes
Times like
life
these,
much
you never
easier
know what
later
tomorrow
on.
will bring.
And when we get to some non-dialogue-y parts, we'll give you some background, Storm.
Yeah. Well, I
Got a
sort of
contract on
roughly
the
know the
Griffin?
goings-on
Nay,
of The Witcher,
not at the
but
moment.
yeah, a little
Used to
context
be.
would help.
Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Looking
Oh
for
yeah,
a
that
woman,
is an important plot
raven-haired,
point.
violet
Witchers
eyes,
do not work for
dresses in
free.
black and white.
Yeah.
It's
Riding
one
in
of the
from
reasons a
Willoughby.
lot of people dislike them.
And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Yep. Alright.
This is making me want
Show me
to,
what
well,
you got
play
behind
this
the
also,
counter.
but go back and play Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that one, too. But this
It's a
is...
really good game.
Yes. Alright, I've got 250. I'm not gonna buy anything. Okay. Nah.
Thanks for everything.
So, okay. Alright.
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
By the way, for your amusement, Whacker, I found, you know those, what do you call them, AI-generated art things?
Oh, God. Yeah.
So, somebody did Final Fantasy VII if it was Balenciaga.
If it was what?
By Balenciaga, the fashion company.
I do not know what that is.
It's some company that got in trouble recently, and so they're in all the memes.
I see. One moment. I'm
Wait,
going
that's
to...
illegal.
It is illegal. I'm gonna move that.
Then Geralt yelled out Trogdor and lit all the roofs on fire.
Okay, that's better, I think. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of context. When Rael was talking about the Witchers and creating them and that whole, the process of creating more Witchers, it is incredibly deadly. Like, something like 1 in every 10 young boys survives to adult.
50 children enter, 5 men leave.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of akin to like the Grey Wardens and the Space Marines and the...
Yes.
Yeah, it's the mandatory super soldiering kills.
Exactly. And to add on to that, there are different schools of Witcher. And see, like, these guys are the school of the wolf. Their castle, Kaer Morhen, that we were in during the dream sequence, was attacked in the last game. And most of the people in their school were killed, including all the people that actually know how to convert people into Witchers. So literally, Geralt and Vesemir and the other 2 guys, Lambert and what's the other guy's name? I forget his name.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but they're literally the last of their school, and they will be.
Mm.
Because they cannot make any more, because they don't have the know-how to do it anymore.
Okay, but like the other Witcher schools still have their know-how? It's just their school, or...
I believe the other schools do have their know-how, and we will encounter some of them.
Okay.
It depends on the schools. Some of the schools are in better condition than others. The schools generally do not like each other, and some of the schools are actively kind of dicks.
Yep.
Yeah. In some ways, it's actually kind of reminding me of the hunters in Supernatural.
So, another thing, and Rail, we can debate this if you want. I tend to play the game how I would play the game, not necessarily like trying to role play as how like a Geralt or a badass would, but I have, without metagaming too much, if you like actually do good stuff, like if you get paid for contracts, that's one thing. Obviously, you're going to get paid. But if you do stuff like we rescued that guy and said you don't owe us anything, you end up getting more stuff.
Yeah, no. One, that's the better loot option. Two, I don't like playing dicks. I have literally never done a renegade character in Mass Effect.
Well, I did one...
Paragon for life.
I did one dark side run through in KOTOR, and I felt awful.
Yeah, no. One exception to that. Punching the reporter. One renegade action.
Teams,
yeah, there is.
Similar to clubs and spades. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom.
Squick, I actually don't know that one. I don't remember it, but again, never played Renegade Run.
Her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite.
This guy is a pompous ass, and I'm also pretty sure he cheats in cards.
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself.
I hope
I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war. What it's
My only
really
problem
like.
with Gwent in this game is that some of the decks are very obviously better than others, especially once you get access to some of the fancier cards.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the
I put a mod in this game that includes a vendor that sells like almost all the cards.
On the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned
It
down.
is time to shit stomp our way through the trading card circuit.
Pretty much.
War reached Novigrad
It's
yet?
time to be that one kid in high school who bought all the cards rather than doing the random pulls like everyone else.
Yeah, I really don't feel like looting all of my shit out of the corpses of ghouls.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
If I'm correct, the only way to get cards is to buy them from shops or win them off of other
The
players.
sword is not the only
There's a few shops that have them. You can win them, and I don't remember.
The city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with
Here it comes.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
This is where it happens, Storm. This is the gateway right here. This is
no.
This is the first high. This is your first line off the table.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Let's go. Sorry.
It's all good, man. Choose a card to redraw.
God, what is with RPGs and card games?
It's an easy minigame to make, depending on the game, potentially easier than fishing. Also, I just realized I don't think this game has a fishing minigame.
No, it does not.
Yeah, although every RPG I know now does have some major minigame, like Persona 5, well, there's almost nothing but minigames, but has the dart board. Final Fantasy VII has the darts. Almost everything has a fishing minigame. Or
it can be a good game, but it's not a truly great game until it has a fishing minigame.
Yeah. I forget which one is... Yeah.
Go for gold. Use the woman.
Well, I've got a shit deck now, so basically what you try to do is you try to bulldoze your way and get your opponent to play as many cards as you can.
Yeah.
So,
in general, size of hand is more valuable than individual card strength the majority of the time, from what I remember.
Oh, fuck.
10 out of 10. You should have the ability to play a fog card whenever, I think. I think it's fog.
Yeah, except it's not going to help me because,
I'd say throw this round. You've made him play...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've hopefully baited out his strongest cards.
Oh, I won.
Woot!
Alright.
Now we dump everything we've got on the field.
Pretty much. He's done. He's got nothing. As soon as they play that, you know they got nothing left.
Yep.
Yep, you got nothing. Boom.
Victory! Yeah. And that is just generally how the majority of matches go. You try to beat out the opponent's cards.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
And of course, like, there's the internal lore of Gwenty goodness.
Oh, here's our stash. In which we can throw all of our shit.
Wait, that's not Geralt's stash.
Yeah, it is.
His stash is on his face.
Sorry, something about the timing of the sounds there just worked way too well for me.
I'm looking for
I gasped, and then there was that like big sound hit.
Some peace and quiet. Out of my face, freak. For your breath.
Also, that reminds me, today's dad joke.
Go for it.
Oh, well, first explain this. We'll dad joke here in a bit.
Alright. So, remember, the Witcher's got 5 magic signs he can cast, right, Storm? So, one of them is that mind-affecting one, which I tend to max out first because, holy shit, is that beneficial.
It is so beneficial.
However,
you usually get bonus stuff for
using it. But you can also piss people off, like if they kind of detect that you're screwing with somebody, even though not really figuring it out. So watch.
I can't think of a single instance where it's better to not use it.
I can't think of
as
one
long
either.
as you've got high enough level in it. I think this is the only one that tries to bait you into thinking about it.
Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people!
The freak's taken Micah's mind.
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Sit down, motherfucker. Also, all the cats are scared of Geralt.
Well, he knows they're on to them, or they know he's on to them.
Yep.
He essentially smells like monster.
Okay, no spoilers from anybody, you included, Rail. But this next guy we're going to talk to, remember him. He looks like Stanley Tucci.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
That's a lot of schnapps.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Which one, Rail?
All of them.
Alright, we'll just start
How do
from
you
the top.
know Yennefer?
What a question.
Started at the bottom, now we're
Master
here.
Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
So I actually don't remember who this guy is, so don't worry about spoilers.
The Butcher of Blaviken.
Somebody has a reputation.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
I mean, he's killed how many kings at this point?
That's fair.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Deem, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession
To be
now?
fair, this part of the world and
Once
setting
a
that
merchant
I
of
think had
mirrors.
more kings
The
than it had
madding crowd
cities.
dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Yep, I'm going Team Yen. I always do.
Love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might
Yearn
be
for
Yennefer.
yen.
Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their
The
camp.
children yearn for the
She rode
Yennefer.
Dark of night, black and white, gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together.
It's
Perhaps
a
one
big
day
word
I'll be
for a
in trouble,
merchant.
and you'll be nearby to help.
Did he just disappear on us?
Yep.
He's one of those characters.
This is a long game. We'll be playing this quite a while. So
Yeah.
I will have you remember at some point. I will say, do you remember this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, it's kind of like...
Go ahead.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite movies, Kingdom of Heaven. One of the things in that is there's a character who he kind of comes and goes and is the one that gives the main character advice, and he does that sort of thing where it's like, where the hell did he go? And by the end of the movie, you're kind of wondering, like, was he the voice of God or something?
Which character was it?
The Hospitalier.
Oh, the guy that rides off.
The guy in the black robes with the blonde beard.
Yeah, and he's like a companion with the dad right at the start, and then he leaves to go off with all the other guys to the Battle of Hatton, and you never see him again. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. In the expanded version, he has some creepier moments.
Done drinking.
I don't know why these two right here hang out with
Don't want your
the shirtless
kind, yeah.
wonder there.
Because he's got a badass mustache.
His mustache is not that badass.
Alright, I'm going to use...
Haven't done anything to So just calm
because you
down.
get some experience from it.
Of course not. You done nothing.
Horsel's working witchcraft. Get him!
Time for a boxing match. Yeah!
Throw hands.
Yeah!
Throw hands. Stack bodies. Teach the peasants a lesson.
Yeah. Alright, I believe that is... We are now free to go about our business. Yeah. You can save the game. This is also really hard playing this in kind of a small window, but it's alright.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R-B-A-N.
Number.
Alright, so... Yeah. No, quick access menu. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need that.
Oh shoot! You know what? I just remembered one of my problems with this game.
What?
So you get recipes from loot drops.
Yes.
And they're random. Which means you can get to a point in the game where there's been one kind of monster that you've been running into over and over and over again, and you have the superior potion recipe and you have the advanced potion recipe, but you don't have the basic potion recipe that you need to start the process in the first place.
I've added a vendor to the game in the main city that sells like all that stuff, so if we run into like much later in the game, that won't be a problem for us.
Okay.
Gotta love the mods.
Yes, I modded the shit out of this. So blah 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 blah. I don't know. Do you want to read all this, Storm, or no? Eskil's the other guy. Lambert and Eskil are the other two Witchers. So basically, Ciri is the daughter of the. She's the biological daughter of the king of... We call it Nilfgaard, not Nilfgaard. It's Milfgaard.
Oh my.
Emperor Amaris, and... So there's this weird fucking thing I don't quite understand called the Law of Surprise. And basically Geralt rescued Emperor Amaris, and the guy said, "What do you want for your reward?" And Geralt goes, "That which you have, but you did not expect." And... it turns out that Ciri's mom didn't know she was pregnant, so basically Geralt gets a surprise adopted daughter. And he's raised her since she was little.
Aww.
Dandelion is... If you watch the series, Jaskier is the guy's name, but Dandelion's his name in the game. He's an idiot, but he's hilarious. He's a womanizer, and he's funny.
He's a bard. He tells Geralt's story.
Yep. Eskil... Yep. Lambert's a prick. Eskil is like the bro. Geralt. Vesemir is like dad or uncle. And Yennefer is basically Geralt's, quote, destiny. Like, they're destined to be together if you believe all the backstory.
Yeah.
Books. Not going to worry about crafting, alchemy.
I'm going to context the backstory. In the books, there was a period of time where there was a wish made on a genie for them to be destined to be together.
Yes.
They did eventually have the wish canceled out and still like each other. But there was for a long time of how much of this is the wish and how much of this is them actually liking each other.
Mm.
Which is, mind you, an excellent goddamn source of drama.
Yeah.
Like, from a perspective of interesting things to do with wishes, like, damn, son. Well played.
Yep. Okay, so this is the starting area. This is White Orchard, I believe. Yeah, White Orchard. This is the starting area. It looks huge, but it's actually not that big. And it's basically where we get to learn how to play and be witchy and all that shit.
Yes.
And once we get past all this, which will take us a couple hours, we'll get to the main world map, which is fucking huge.
Yeah.
So...
do a lot of stuff.
Okay, so there's just a lot of random shit that's posted on these boards. You can read it. I'm not going to read it.
Some of it's people complaining about stuff. Some of it's the law coming out and say, "Hey, dipshits, stop breaking the law."
Yeah.
And then some of it is actual jobs for you to do.
So this one, the ones that look important like this one is actually like a contract. This is Missing Brother, so we're going to take that one. And this is an actual contract. This is Devil by the Well. So, and I just pick all these things because there's random shit that whatever.
Yeah, they'll give you random points of interest and such. Like, so it's worth actually like checking out. Mind you, the quest guide system in this game is good enough. You don't have to actually read it.
Yeah, but it adds a lot of color, but we just don't have time to do all that. So.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything.
Also, this man is a dwarf.
I can see this.
We will do everything we can to support him.
Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out to plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon.
I'm of the opinion that the guy in charge of the Nilfgaardian soldiers here is he's an unreasonable man, but he also takes no shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Okay, this is kind of the introductory, general Witcher sense hunting story. So he said around the back. So we go around the back, and we use our Witcher senses.
Ignore the bushes.
Yep. Red. Red is important.
Blueprints. A man's. Large.
Usually yellow is lootable, red is quest related.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stinks of piss and vodka.
Someone got wasted.
Yuckadee-da.
Also, Geralt out here sniffing pee.
Yeah. But Witchers do that.
Isn't he aware that the pee is stored in the balls?
Not anymore, it's not.
No, good point.
Don't you know it's Pokemon that are stored in the balls?
Probably wanted to cover
I invented that joke.
Okay, well, we're going through this real quick. Dad joke of the day. I like to talk about my pet penguin whenever I meet someone new. It's a great icebreaker.
Oh, fuck. There's not going to be any end to this, is there?
His musical accompaniment for
Glory
the
has
joke.
been achieved.
Oh.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush. Bleeding.
Remember,
but not
kids, the only
badly.
time it's actually inappropriate
Surface
to
wound.
laugh at your own joke is when you're acting. If you're not acting, laugh at your own jokes. Appreciate
Tracks
you're
lead back
funny.
to the
Appreciate yourself. You're a better person than you think you are.
And we'll take one moment to talk to this man who looks familiar.
We meet again.
Thank you for
It also
saving
has
me.
the most
People
unfortunate
say all
hair.
kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
See, you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Okay, he lost his cart, but his fate is to obtain a yellow submarine.
Let me have a look at your stock.
In the town where I was born.
Yeah.
I've also found it is not worth buying equipment. Buy all the recipes.
Griffin decoction. Yeah.
Useful.
Yeah. We'll buy it.
You just automatically learn recipes. It's great.
Take care.
Now we resume.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
Yeah.
Kicks in door. I heard someone was getting lit.
Oh,
I
you
generally
naughty boy.
don't steal shit from people's houses. Oh, let's.
Claw marks.
Who's this?
It's gotta be him. Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa. Our arsonist's a charmer, too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies. Do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
You are a piece of shit. And you're coming
Magpies
with
and
me.
dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
Yeah.
None of that now.
Calm down. Now follow me.
You want to come with me and rethink your life.
Pretty much. What's left of it.
Right. I was gonna say that, but didn't want to spoil it.
Also, did you see the title of the
Apologize.
the quest reference to the Prodigy song?
I did not see it.
Twisted Firestarter.
Lol.
Yeah. Come on. Look, there's a huge cock in the road.
One of my kind. We have been blessed with his presence.
Yeah.
He's running away. Oh, God. This is a thing now. This is a thing.
Yep.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Kiwi's in the back are like, oh god, I did this to myself.
Yes, you did, ma'am.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Look at that guy's. Look at this guy's. Look at the shorts.
Side note, this is one of those quests where you do not have to walk with him. If you go straight to the dwarf, he just appears there.
Really?
Yes.
Well, today I learned.
Or as they say in Germany, der bra.
See? I would have told you earlier, but I was distracted by chicken.
Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told
You weren't drunk when we found you in the shed, brah?
And you're not drunk when we tried to buy. You tried to buy us off.
The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Hardcore line there, by the way.
villagers will really love you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And
that is
I
a
managed
big
to save some
argument
things
with
from
the
fire.
Nilfgaardians
Anvil's
versus
still
everyone
whole,
else
so I'm
thing.
sure I can bang
Like,
something out
the
of 'em.
Nilfgaardians
You need
absolutely
anything, let me know.
organize shit.
Give you a
And
good price.
they're slightly less. They're honestly less bad than the Roman Empire in how they treat their actual citizens once they're set up. But if you play stupid games with them, you will win stupid prizes, and their methods for conquering tend to err on the side of kind of being dicks.
Yep. Also, for Storm, we should clarify. Whenever they say black ones, they mean the MILF Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay. I was assuming that they were having a problem. Never mind. I'm not finishing that joke.
No, the MILF Guardians wear black armor.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I assumed it was something like that.
So long.
All right.
I'd say the Nilfgaardians level of tech is probably very early Renaissance.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, that's probably fair.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Middle Ages. To Dark Ages in certain spots that are bad enough, but...
Alright, blah, blah, blah.
Angry
blah,
storm
blah.
noises intensify.
Oh, what about my use of the term Dark Ages?
Yeah. No, it's just one of the first things they hammer into your head if you study medieval history is that the term Dark Ages is actually considered, like, non-scholarly.
I have never pretended to be a scholar. I know a lot of random historical facts from watching and reading and stuff, but I am not a historian.
And that's fair, that's fair. So the reason that the term Dark Ages came about is in the Renaissance, a lot of the artists and scholars of that time pushed to call their time period the Renaissance and refer to the previous time period as, quote, the Dark Ages. Later on, the term was kept in use because it was easier to use that as kind of a catch-all for the fact that the early medieval ages we didn't have a lot of records on, at least at the time. However, since then, basically most of those gaps have been filled in, and most of the reasons why you would call it, quote, a dark age, honestly don't get better with the Renaissance.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's just like, that's kind of up there with...
Greetings, good man.
I'm not going to say it's up there with the...
Aye. 'Tis haunted.
You know, I'm going to be careful about my words here. The point is, it's up there with kinds of, like, historical denialism and or rewriting of history, things like that.
I'm mostly just going about general vibe with that.
And that's fair, that's fair.
My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day.
I do try to follow the one historical rule that I do try to follow is try to be aware of your biases and proclaim them so that people know when they need to press exit down.
Yeah, yeah.
But first, the ghost's got to be driven away, and don't let any man near.
Also, before I forget,
Describe
this
it
stream
for
is
me.
brought to you by
It's awful.
the
frightening.
African Kamikaze
Awful.
Squirrel Preservation
what does it look
Foundation.
like?
It looks
The Dad Energy
fresh from the
Initiative.
grave. Wears a
And
dirty
viewers
dress,
like you.
All rags, its skin flaking.
Why are
off
you
its
here?
bones,
Why are you
And it
here?
howls.
Yeah.
Suffering.
Sorry,
You don't
for the
want
audience's sake, that's a quote of Squick
take
and
care
or
of
Mad
it,
Ducks. I
Agnes.
can't
It'll
remember
come
which
kill my
one.
daughter.
Actually, it's Parallax.
Oh, it's
We'll steal
Parallax.
their jokes.
Yeah. I'm still learning some of the voices from each other.
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of
I
the
don't know, I
ghost
just
being
don't
about.
catch many of their
Drive it
actual
off.
streams.
Please.
Actually got into the Ox because of Cookie streams, actually. When she was on summer vacation and was streaming on Monday mornings, that made my Mondays so much more bearable.
Squick's response, wait, human voices sound different from each other?
Yes, Squick. Believe it or not. Alright, let's check the map. Yeah, you can place your own markers, blah, 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 blah. I also did the fast travel from anywhere because I really don't want to fuck around with.
Oh, God. I'm just going to explain this joke because I thought of it, but I worry about, like, going through with the joke, but it's funny if you have the context. So I was going to make a joke about white folks all sounding the same, and then upon being told that I was white, respond with, "I am alabaster, good sir."
Alabaster? Okay.
For me, that's extra funny because that reminds me of one of my friends made a custom character in Soul Calibur and called him the Alabastard.
That's great.
No, beautiful.
I feel like Whacker and my guitarist Aaron would get along quite well.
I don't need the silver horse.
A Digi has appeared.
Yeah.
And complained about Squick being a mod. Oh no.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty gross, isn't it? Oh,
He's
look.
the Squickiest.
Look. See that up there?
Oh dear.
The infamous well. Wonder what it's doing here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Squick has been very kind to help us out and also inform us about the differences between humans and non-humans.
She's not attacking.
Indeed. You just swung right through that deer like it wasn't even there. They're ghost deer.
How unpleasant.
She fled. She'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, so context. The purple ring thing, what it will do is it traps, like, ghosts and other spoops in their corporeal forms, so you can keep whacking them. Otherwise, they'll try to go poof and move somewhere else and start throwing stupid crap at you.
So now we begin the first instance of Geralt doing his forensic ghost bullshit. So
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noonwraith did this. Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well.
Adoring friends, good company, interesting stories, and the power to rip my arms off at the spine. What? Also, hello. Oh, right, because Diggs is a bear.
yes.
I mean, you don't have to be a bear to do that. I'm pretty sure Kiwi could probably pull that off.
Yeah, but your marital proclivities aside, sir. No. No.
Oh yeah,
who
baby,
was it?
rip my arms off.
Who was it? I think. God, Gummy was playing her like dinosaur game the other day, and somebody made a crack about Diggs being 3 bears in a trench coat, and
No,
she was
that
like,
was,
or
that
she
was
said
during
something.
the last stream.
Yeah, well, and she said something about like, I think I'd have noticed that by now. It was like, that's adorable.
Press F to doubt. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Oh man.
Something's tied the Noonwraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world. Journal I found in the abandoned hut. Could be the key to this story.
The hut she found in the abandoned journal.
Yes.
No, I mean the hut, like as in the, from Star Wars.
These aren't the huts you're looking for.
My God.
You must listen to the whispers of the buildings. You must learn to speak Huttese.
Yeah, we're not gonna go read all these things.
That bracelet.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars jokes, is anybody else excited for Star Wars Visions 2?
Nope.
The Wallace and Gromit people are doing one of them, man. Come on.
Don't care. Don't care.
You've made a sad rail boy.
Don't care.
I'm disappointed and my day is ruined.
A man. Stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood.
Oh. This is the song that ends the world.
Behold, I have matched the power of Squick's something $100 soundboard with a $5 kazoo. Ha ha!
So let's go ahead and.
Actually, was this thing even $5? One sec. It's $8 kazoo. An $8 kazoo.
Tell Kiwi that when all is said and done, her sins will be remembered. The sin of creating the kazoo.
She didn't create the kazoo, she purchased the kazoo.
Whatever.
Well, sadly, gents, I do have myself to get going, for I have a D&D game to attend.
Bodies dried to a crisp.
May your D&D game be fun.
Burns.
May it
May
be
you
the
guys...
optimum amount of shenanigans.
Yes.
Yes. And may you guys have a witchy witcher of witchiness.
You
Farewell!
have fun, and we will talk to you later.
Yokie dokie. Bye.
Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Actually, speaking of witches,
blood. Small hands. Woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. Body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades.
Yes, you don't want to overdo this the first time.
Another print by the well.
No. Gotta wait till the third time before it gets old.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. The line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be.
This game is really dark.
Some parts of it are, some parts of it are nicer, but yeah.
A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off.
Rail, can you do me a favor?
Gotta jump down
Yeah.
there.
Can
Hope I
you
don't break my legs.
see how long I'm supposed to stream for? Because I think somebody's coming up after me. I don't remember if they start at 8 or 9.
To the schedule.
Alright, let's...
It is Monday, which was never good anyways. We have... It looks like your stream is supposed to be 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time. So we're about 2 hours and 32 minutes into a 2-hour stream. And then 8 to 11 is supposed to be dragged. Oh, yeah, sorry. We're an hour and a half into a 2-hour stream. Don't mind me. And then Dragon X is coming in at 8 o'clock Central Time with Blood Bowl 2. For context, for those who are in other time zones, it's currently 6:32 p.m. So there is an hour gap between Witcher and Blood Bowl today.
I could always just keep playing. It's not like anybody else is going to be here.
Yeah. We can stop when we have hit a comfortable stopping place. There's room to stretch as needed. Yes. On that note, everybody, all of you, stretch. Fix your posture. Hydrate before you dihydrate. Take care of yourselves.
Okay. I'm sitting up, and I will take a drink. All right.
lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
They did such an awesome job of coming up with all different kinds of critters and stuff for this game.
I mean, a lot of it is just taken from various mythologies.
I know, but
I'm so glad there's not... Actually, are there Kelpies in this game? One moment.
I don't believe so.
Oh no, Kelpie is just the name of Ciri's horse in this game. Thank God they're not Kelpies in this game. Kelpies are one of those creatures that are super horrifying. Like, no thank you. Also, there's no Native American things, which is good. Because a lot of Native American things fall under Fight Club rules.
What, like skinwalkers?
Yeah, rule number 1.
We don't talk about skinwalkers?
Yes, rule number 2.
We don't talk about skinwalkers.
Indeed.
Shit, did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I did. Whoops. Keeping it off.
Mistakes have been made.
Yes.
I have become error, destroyer of game flow.
I just watched a Legend of Zelda 2 speedrun.
Oh god.
I like watching them. It's fun watching people who are really damn good at what they do.
Yeah, I don't know.
But doing it myself, oh fuck no.
Yeah, no. Part of it's like because of the amount of focus that's usually required to do a proper speed run. There's not a lot of people who can be entertaining while also doing the speed run, and it's an impressive feat. I'd like to know about it, but I wouldn't want to watch the whole thing.
All right, here we go. I don't think I can.
It would be under crafting.
Yeah.
Or alchemy, yeah. Decoctions, that's the Griffin one. Oils, maybe? There you go, Spectre oil. You gotta go find some.
Excuse me. Blowball, Spectre. I guess I could go back and talk to, what's her tits? Actually, we haven't talked. We have not talked to her yet. Now that I realize it.
Yeah, not. So remember where you are in this playthrough, good sir.
Yeah, I need to go. She lives. Actually, I can't talk to her yet. I have to go.
Oh yeah, you have to talk to the Nilfgaardian captain first. I mean, he's a fun chat. I like him. Like I said,
he's no bullshit.
Yeah, he is reasonable until you play stupid games, and then you are gonna 100% win stupid prizes.
Because riding a horse full speed through a forest on uneven terrain is definitely something that everybody does.
To be fair, Roach is straight up magical. I don't know if canonically he's magical, but I do believe Geralt has kept the same horse through a large portion of the series, which is impressive considering the shenanigans he gets up to.
Yes, he names them all the same thing, though. That's.
Oh, does he name all his horses Roach?
Yeah, he's explicitly said so.
Ah. So this Roach 562?
Somewhere around there, probably. Not gonna go over the side.
That comment is good enough. I'm going to say it out loud for the VODs. Squick in chat. Sometimes my horse teleports. This is fine. Also, it is a demigod of chaos made manifest. Very normal for horses.
Yeah. This is all objectively, factually correct.
What if his horse is just a body hopper and naming it Roach transfers the horse's spirit into the new horse?
Slow now. Whoa.
Remember, no spoilers.
All those nays are just internalized horse screaming.
Oh, yes.
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade?
Military camp. No locals allowed
Ooh,
without the
nope,
express
just
consent of
I
the
need to
garrison
tell
commander.
Storm. Next
look like
time
a
it needs
local
to
to
be
you.
horsing
You
around
look
in Witcher
like
3.
trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
I should just
Captain
buy a
Peter
kazoo
Sutwin
as
Levy
well.
is in the tower.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
You've
is
heard
the
of
army
dueling
lord.
banjos.
There is no guessing.
Now prepare
To the
yourselves.
tower. Go.
It's 140. Okay, so here's what I'm debating. Do we want to keep going for a while longer? Or do we want to kind of stop and put a fork in this until Storm can come back and watch and participate? What do
That's
you think?
fair. Because Storm hasn't actually played the game, so he's gonna have the most interesting takes.
Yep.
Like I can talk about the lore of the game all day long, and as we get to experience more monsters, I can talk about various monster lore that I know of. But he's gonna be the one who's getting that fresh take energy, which is always a little bit nicer. I lean a little bit more towards waiting until he can come back again, but
I could always swap over to Final Fantasy and play for an hour and a half until Dragon Axe gets on.
what do the viewers say? You there?
All 8
Yes,
of them.
you. Stop lurking.
Alright, I am going to save the game. I'm going to quick save it. Oh, I can't.
Fortunately, I have no idea how to set up one of those vote things. That I think we can do now? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll screw around with it later. Alright, so...
One day, maybe.
Let's exit on out of there. I'm going to move us back here. I'm going to mute that. I'm going to mute that. We are not actually... I can't. Okay. You and I are not muted, but we are back at the screen while I figure out how to set up this Final Fantasy thing real quick. I've also modded it with textures.
A texture pack for Final Fantasy. I am...
Final Fantasy on Windows, on Steam.
I've never actually played 10 beyond like the very opening.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Like I know of it. I know of the memes. I know of the bullcrap hidden boss.
Yes, Squick. This is crab time. Crab bad. Okay, we're gonna call this Final Fantasy 10. This is cool. This is gonna be your never played this. Also, does Kiwi wish to participate?
Kiwi? We're switching over to FF10. Do you want to participate?
She is more than welcome.
Not at the minute. She is tired.
Okay.
Also stressed. OSHA inspections tomorrow.
Understood. Fully understood. Alright, let's fire this up. Holy shit, that's loud. Wow, I'm gonna bump that way down.
It's Final Fantasy. There's really only one thing to do with the And I just realized I went into the Fire Emblem theme instead of... Wow.
You screwed that one up, pal.
10 out of 10.
Alright, let me fix the game capture window, and I will make it.
There you go.
Alright, so yeah, I installed a mod that basically does a bunch of like 8K textures, but other than that, the gameplay I do not believe has been modified. So, the game, we're gonna go expert grid because I've got OCD. Yes, I want to go with that. You pick arranged or original.
Arranged seems like that would be like they did an arranged orchestra for it, right? One moment, let me see.
Yeah,
apparently the arranged one is incomplete, so original it is.
Okay, Squick, I will fix that in a minute. Yeah, I figured this is just like extremely loud.
Oh.
Here, let's do that. Squick, give it about 5 seconds and tell us what you think now. The music is also quieter. Welcome back, Roomward.
God, imagine this was on the PS2.
Yep. Music is gone from T. Good. Alright, let's bump it up a little bit more. Yeah, this looks a million times better than it did on PlayStation 2. This is 8K, 4K graphics mod, so...
Oh god, I just remembered one of my friends in high school named... Isn't this guy's name Titus? Or Titus?
Okay.
Listen to my story.
Okay, hang on. After he's done.
This may be our last chance.
So, officially it's pronounced Titus. I refuse to call it Titus. I pronounce it Titus.
Okay.
Just
Is
like
it with a D or a T in the middle?
It's spelled like Tidus. Yeah.
Okay. I had
How
a friend
much-
whose role-playing character in high school was Titus.
No, it's Titus, or I pronounce it Titus because, you know, whatever. I refuse to do certain things. I agree, Squick. Also, standard JRPG shit's extremely weird. You gotta figure things out, so...
Can you sign this?
No problem.
Yeah, no, it's just like, bruh, I'm playing Fire Emblem on Saturdays. You think I don't know about JRPGs?
No, I know you are a fully fledged weeb, so I get it. Yes, this is Drown Ball. I actually kind of like the Drown Ball game. Oh, Rail, can you change the stream title and the game, please?
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
He's getting his swerve on. Alright.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Also, we need to do that whole turn off long messages thing because it's bonked Rimward twice for what it calls long messages that I don't think are long at all. I think we need to turn that off.
Yep.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay, did that
Yes,
work?
it did.
Huzzah!
Also do set game.
Yep, working on it.
Type faster!
No.
Type faster. There's Dad of the Year.
Do you like your stream title?
Yes.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
Hey. God, this dude's so fake.
Remember, this was... Oh wait, it was 8 where the chick had hair highlights. Renoa. That was like peak late 80s, or late 90s, early noughts.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some knowledge that's gonna make all the Final Fantasy fans kinda mad, probably.
Proceed.
Kefka is a better villain than Sephiroth. Not only did Kefka do every single thing that Sephiroth set out to do, but he did it while being a psychotic clown.
I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that.
You're not wrong, you're just an asshole.
Error, something is coming. Yes,
Then he goes to Hades and throws hands with Hercules.
This is Drown Violence Ball. Error, something is happening to the city. Error.
We're in danger. On a note, everybody, if it seems like my reactions are a bit lag behind, it's because I am watching in stream time like everybody else now.
Watching what?
I am watching in stream time.
What is that?
I'm watching the stream to see what's going on.
Oh, I've got the window shared with Discord.
No, you do not. Be closed.
Oh shit. There we go.
You could say he got caught in the tidal wave. Whatever. The game is stupid.
I'm going to drive out there. I'm going to find where you live. I'm going to grab that kazoo and I'm going to make it a permanent part of your throat.
Orin! What are you doing here? What are you talking about?
One of these people gives me... No, they don't.
One thing I do enjoy about Final Fantasy is the mix between high tech and magical stuff. They usually do a pretty good job. No, except when it comes to all the damn belts. And chains.
Remember this kid? Well, no, not question mark. Remember this kid, period mark. Period mark. Period mark?
Don't cry.
God.
Period mark sounds like an unfortunate couch.
Yeah, Squick, that would make it an everyone problem, but, you know.
What the? Hey, wait!
Oh no, I just had a terrible thought.
How about no?
So you know how Wide Tom has his collection?
Yes.
Not this way!
I'm curious if Wide Tom's audio collection includes any kazoos.
Maybe. Some questions you don't want to ask, though.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Tentacles!
Yeah. I think they call that noise core, Squick.
Take it.
Ah, yes, the not Tyranid. Yes, legally distinct Tyranids.
A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Yes. Gas station knife ahoy.
We cut through.
Someone's played this game before.
Just a
Can't
bit.
even see how fast you moved through that menu.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Ha!
They threw their spines at you. I feel like that's a terrible plan.
They did. Also, Squick, if you are bored and wish to join us in voice chat, you are more than welcome to. If you are otherwise preoccupied, don't worry about it. Wait for me. I can't.
I know that the sin thing is supposed to be like the big bad of the whole game. And these designs of enemies are generally like the classic end game Final Fantasy designs. When they start getting weird with stuff. Well, except 7. 7, you pretty quickly run into Tank Ceratops. Oh god, the button pressing minigame.
Yeah, and that was hard because I've got an Xbox controller.
Xbox, please fix me.
Also, this thing only ever uses Demi, so you can just sit here and whack at it and it'll never kill you.
That's a threat because of minions.
So how far did you get in this game?
I was swimming around doing stuff for pirates, I think.
Ah, okay. I know how far you got. You did not get far at all.
Yeah, no, like the very beginning.
It's the
Oh,
Digital Mans. Hello, Digital Mans.
There you go. Get a special kazoo intro.
That's touching.
He shows up to enough of our streams. He's earned it.
He does. He's an outstanding fellow oxhole.
Indeed.
Oh, that looks important. Save.
Under the orb.
What are you laughing
I heard your chair squeaking and for a second thought you had your own kazoo.
Weird expected.
I am not so blessed.
Give me a break, man.
I need to get some WD-40
Yeah,
or something.
I have dual monitors. I cannot go back to single monitor life.
Oh,
Never
I've got
again.
triple monitors.
The only reason I don't have triple is because I just do not have enough desk space. Because my work computer is also on this desk. So there's 4 monitors on my desk. 2 for my personal computer and 2 for the work one.
I remember this.
Digiman, I made a joke about Auron going to Hades and fighting Hercules earlier. I know the feel.
Damn it.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
We're gonna use Power Break. No, Power Break isn't gonna matter.
That was a very moderately satisfying whack noise. I do like what Final Fantasy games do with sometimes having interesting solutions of attacking specific things rather than what you'd normally attack.
Yep.
The favorite being killing the ghost train with a Phoenix down.
No, killing the ghost train with a suplex.
Oh god.
You know you did it.
Honest truth, never fought the ghost train. That was Kiwi's shtick. Huey's played a lot more of certain Final Fantasy games. I've played more of others.
I have played and beaten 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could not stand 9. I'm sure that's going to give me some hate mail, but I hated Final Fantasy 9. I love 10.
I have beaten 1, 3, 5, and 7 remake. For all that it's, only the first part of the game. And then, yeah, as the Rimward's pointed out, Tactics. I have beaten Tactics Advanced and Tactics A2 into the dirt, because that's more my style of game.
I did not beat Tactics, but I played a fair amount of it. I did not play 11 because that's an MMO. 12 I beat, that was good. 13 I have not played. 13 and 15 I have not played yet.
Yeah, Tactics A2 on the DS is... Mechanically, it is the penultimate Tactics game. It's better than the other two mechanically. It has some plot weaknesses, but it's serviceable for what it is. Plot-wise, I honestly think that Tactics Advance has the best of the three. My only complaint, really, my only actual complaint with Tactics Day 2 is the mechanic of starting each battle with 0 mana instead of starting it full and then burning your mana. I understand for balance reasons why that's done. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
You just have to accept it.
Hey. Hey!
My old
man? Call the old man out.
We're just gonna swim around here in the air because this makes total sense.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do you do? You swim, swim, swim.
I thought about a lot of things.
I have never played Ogre Battles.
Where I was.
I did. I did.
Into.
I played
the
lightheaded. Tactics Ogre Advance, and I loved it.
I think I had a dream.
I really got pulled in. My preference for tactics games, like my favorite one is obviously the Fire Emblem series.
Feel alone anymore.
That's really the one that got me into turn-based strategy games, and it has my childhood in a vice grip, like many Nintendo games.
No.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm the guy who streams Nintendo games.
I'm a Nintendo guy.
I will note, despite that, my favorite game of all time is actually Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Yeah, this section is about the part I got, I'm pretty sure, where you get picked up by pirates,
You're
right?
getting close. Oh, man.
If I were going to suggest other tactics games, try out Shining Force. Specifically Resurrection of the Dark Dragon on the Game Boy Advanced. And bias alert, Shining Force is the equivalent to Fire Emblem made by Camelot, the guys who make Golden Sun. Everyone who doesn't know what Shining Force and Golden Sun are will know Camelot by the Mario sports games. Yeah, it's those guys. Turns out they're actually really dang good at making JRPGs. Also, the whole reason I don't have the new Mario Golf or Mario Tennis is entirely because I refuse to give Camelot any more of my money until I get either a Golden Sun remake or a fourth Golden Sun game. One of the two. I'll take either. And then I'm going to get those games because I do want to play them, but...
You see that? Clearly not English. It's a different language.
What do we have here?
No duh, Titus. No duh.
I just got 200 gil. Oh, I'm trying to remember where all the treasure is.
I mean, I couldn't even see that chest until you opened it. The ground is browned. Digimon, the third one is actually pretty good. Mechanically, it is probably the best. Plot-wise, it's good, but it ends on a cliffhanger. It's very obvious there was meant to be a fourth game.
I did not play the Golden Sun games.
When it comes to Switch Online, because at least the first one is coming, we've seen it confirmed. They showed it during the trailer for the Nintendo Switch Game Boy Advance Online. Hype! I will play it eventually. It depends on what else we're doing when they finally drop it. Specifically, 2 is my favorite game of all time. I like 1, but it's very much the first half of 2, because they were originally meant to be one whole game, and then they realized they didn't have enough cartridge space, so they made 2 games instead. And they're very well interlinked with each other. But no, 3 is very good. Mechanically, it does a couple fixes that make it much easier to play. Its real problem lies in the fact that there's multiple points of no return, that if you don't have all the things from before this, you can't get them anymore. And some of those things are the elemental spirits that help you work the class system, so you can accidentally gimp yourself if you miss those. And one of them is fairly early on, and it doesn't give you very good warnings about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fish!
Sahagins.
Okay, time to end the stream. You see the fin, right?
Get out the kazoo. Do the victory kazoo. That was pretty good.
I should note, while I have not beaten very many Final Fantasy games, I have played every single Final Fantasy game. This was the only one that I actually haven't gotten very far into. Most of them I played a crap ton of. Oh, and the MMOs. I haven't played the MMOs very much.
I've also not played the MMOs, and I refuse to.
I would 110% play 14 if it weren't subscription-based.
I refuse to play MMOs.
Wormwood, I don't know enough about Ogre Battle or pay attention enough to its news to know anything about that, unfortunately. It's weird for a Final Fantasy game that they're dropping the super over-designed bosses already.
You'll see why.
Is everything super over-designed?
Nope. Not really a boss fight.
Yeah, no, Rimward. I played World of Warcraft in the Lich King days for a little bit, and yeah, no, I probably have some sort of undiagnosed ADHD. I have trouble focusing on games consistently to get all the way through a game. So it takes a really good game for me to finish it.
I tend to agree with that, actually.
Yeah. I tend to jump, which is why the streaming helps, because I'm not burning myself out on playing whatever I'm playing, because when I'm streaming, I switch to refusing to play it the rest of the time. We're only making a temporary change
I was
on that
gonna
for
die
Fire
in this
Emblem
place.
for that I did some grinding, but I've already finished that. But back to Fire Emblem. Not Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy. They both start with F's. I'm sorry. It's like F F F E. Oh no. It's a one-line difference, man.
It's Final Fart the 12th.
Final Emblem.
Final Ogre Emblem.
Yeah, Bully Snake not being able to finish MMOs is another part of the reason why I don't really like the MMO I got the most into was not Final Fantasy, was Destiny, and that was just because of. Oh, hey, I actually noticed that he's in a chilly outfit.
Need fire.
I need some fire.
Fire. Yes, Digiman. I commented on that also. Of Final Fantasy has a tendency to have way too many belts and zippers and chains.
Oh, just wait till we get to Lulu.
You know. Impromptu theme for Final Fantasy could be, do your chain hang low? Oh, wait, we have to allow that post. Boop, okay. Sorry, Digiman, I didn't notice that it was wanting us to allow that.
Why is it not letting me... There we go.
You have obtained Flint.
I have obtained Flint.
Flint Lockwood. Now you must find Rapunzel. I think that was his name, Flint Lock. No, Flint Lockwood's the guy from
Flint Rider.
Yeah, Flint Rider's the one from Rapunzel. Flint Lockwood, I think, is the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
One of these. Here it is. There it is.
I am very glad you're the one playing this because I would be very lost right now.
My memory...
Also, his running animation is painful.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of roll with it.
This was in the days before they decided that they needed to add sprint buttons to things, right?
Yep. There is a speed up button, but I don't remember what it is. I'll figure it out later. Okay, that's all the treasure.
Cold, 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 cold.
Okay, let's go save really quick.
Ugh.
Okay, and then...
Oh, here's an important JRPG question. Are you one of those people who uses a bunch of different save slots for one playthrough? Or do you just have the one save slot and you save whenever?
Generally, I just use one slave slot, but I will use multiple when I get up to an important point.
I'm about to have to make a big decision and can't remember which one is the right one, so we're gonna save 2 slots here.
Pretty much. Pretty lonely place he ended up at, don't you think?
I need food.
I need food.
Oof.
What do you want?
It was
It's a weird swag.
Your team lost because of you.
Whatever.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
cried.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Actually, that's an important question. Is this the first Final Fantasy that had voice acting?
Wait! Don't go out on me!
Don't know.
Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
Oh god, that was... They're back.
I don't even know what this thing is supposed to be.
Give me a break!
It's a lizard. Can it cast magic? Is it a lizard wizard?
Negative.
There are many adjectives. I feel like part of Titus's character problem so far seems to be that his voice acting is not wooden, but like stilted. Like there's odd pauses and such.
Oh, he's like the perpetually perky California boy dumbass.
Yeah.
It gets real old.
Oh god, it's the Gungans.
You on my side? Cool!
Cool.
Trasai stun granada. Just awoke a core memory for someone out there. Stole more grenades. Wait, I thought your grenade exploded. How did you steal a grenade from it? Did it just...
I have more than one grenade.
You stole a grenade from it.
Yes.
Why does it have a grenade? It's a lizard. It doesn't just like the oddly formed rock.
No more questions.
Grimward, it poops them. Ah, yes. That is the true stealing from monsters in Final Fantasy. Get your hands deep in there.
Yep, you get an oil. Give it an oil check. See what comes out.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
No expression on the face.
Nope.
Redek Drak! Ifin, Irisa, Tekiaka! Bog, Edeku! Gamed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Dralmia, Drakisha Tain.
Ifun Petit! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
That man has assless chaps on.
I need knowledge from someone who has actual medical knowledge. What the heck is with the punching people in the stomach so hard they lose consciousness? How hard would that actually be?
You can knock the wind out of somebody.
Yeah, that was not knocking the wind. She put him in a dang coma.
No, you knock the wind out of somebody and it can cause shortness of breath, which in of itself will cause you to pass out. It's
Good sir,
rare.
I have had the wind knocked out of me, but never that bad. Jesus.
Yeah, like, if somebody really punched you that hard enough, it would probably break some ribs and stuff.
Yeah, you have bigger problems than being unconscious.
Right, whatever.
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot.
Oh boy, the sphere grid.
Yeah, we really need to turn off that long message thing. That was not needed to turn that on.
Yeah. Let me see if I can fiddle with that.
No, you can't. You have to log into the blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Oof, and it was on a redeem the highlighted message also. A squick!
Hello, humans! How's it going?
Hello, Squick.
Domo
Yes.
arigato.
I am standard flesh human. Hello, how are you?
We know that you are really a rogue AI sent back in time. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You cannot prove that.
No, I can't.
I mean, please.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Anyway, good evening. How's it going?
Hello.
He's playing some Final Fantasy, and I am trying to see if there's a way for me to remove the limits.
Ah, excellent. So we have the battle of,
God damn it, not this again.
I guess the guy who fought a paper shredder and lived, but is also a professional ballsman, taking his gas station knife and attempting to save and or destroy the world through the use of the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, and now he's caught up with Somalian pirates, and we gotta go swimming.
Honestly, that seems the least unbelievable portion of this.
Yep.
All I know is that the Path of Exile people who have never seen this game are seeing this and having an aneurysm.
Wait, you mean Punch Grundo Nudity Murder Simulator?
I never played Path of Exile.
It has a similar system to the Sphere Grid. Though more. So much more.
It's pissing me off that I did this again.
Accidentally another tutorial.
Yes, it's the same one.
I mean, have you tried just, like, punching people? It's Final Fantasy. Violence is the way of solving problems.
We're getting there.
God, it's like, you remember the Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer when they were like, you see that mountain, you can reach that mountain. Final Fantasy, you see that rock, you can murder that rock.
You see that house, it's gonna kick your ass.
It's really a monster.
We found some ancient ruins right
Like
beneath.
Final Fantasy, more like fantasy of not being another
but there
goddamn
should still
mimic.
be- We're gonna go down there and act, and then we should be able to.
That is one thing Golden Sun did better than Final Fantasy, in that the mimics always have good rewards.
What's your reward? Well, it's a man-portable mimic that you can fight again. Good job.
Yep. Let's just go and swim around.
Yeah, so do they ever explain why nobody needs oxygen? Like, I played 20 minutes of this game. End of knowledge.
No.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
boy. Squick's in the same boat I am.
No, we're all underwater. We're not on the boat anymore.
No, you're underwater. We're not
Also,
underwater.
I'm pretty sure that's the dude from Kingdom Hearts.
Correct.
I like how I can call that out in any game and still have a decent chance of being accurate.
Pretty much.
Kingdom Hearts leans towards the 3D Final Fantasy games, so if we were playing one of the older ones, maybe. But...
Yeah, every one of the main characters in this, except for Kimari, is in Kingdom Hearts.
Considering as of 12, that's half, and now more than half of the games are 3D games, I think. Yeah, with 7 being the first one.
Also, why is that lady dressed like a steampunk squirrel?
Because, dude, reasons.
Understandable, carry on.
Now we will touch the glowy memory sphere.
Ponder your orb.
Yes.
She wishes to be one with the African kamikaze
Yes,
squirrel.
and I will bang on this blue screen of death computer and everything will be fine.
Why computer not work? Electronic work better underwater.
Yes!
Look, percussive maintenance is a thing. In fact, good news, it's time for an actual computer lesson. The reason percussive maintenance works with computers is because of an effect called chip creep. What happens is that electric current running through computer chips causes them to slowly wiggle out of their slot, and whacking it can knock them back into their slot.
Okay, so hold the fuck up, because that hasn't been true since the era of the Apple II. Now it is simply fear.
The squick is correct.
That, I would argue, depends on the individual computer, because I'm willing to bet there's some low-quality parts that will still experience chip creep. But yes, most stuff has proper locks to hold it in place now.
The problem there is at this point in time, it is now genuinely far more expensive to have socketed chips than to just have solder-on chips.
Correct.
Yeah. So, so the thing is that it applies to RAM also. Things like RAM, your video card.
No! God, no! Do not! That's not how... If that fixes your problem, you now have 2 problems.
In all reality, do not perform percussive maintenance on your computer if it is newer than, like, I'd say 2000. It's probably a bad plan. 90s, maybe. You could probably get away with it.
I mean, yeah. Look, if you have to use a pull start to boot it, then there's a decent chance it'll help.
Yeah.
Or if you've got nothing better, or, you know, if you are a professional, then, you know, you do you.
Also, remember, the repair kit for an Apple device is a hammer and a checkbook.
That's... okay. So we're going back to, I believe I was incorrect. I quoted the Apple II. The Apple II was fine. I want to say it was the Apple III. The short-lived thing where, yeah, part of its maintenance was, hey, it doesn't boot. Okay, lift it 6 to 8 inches above your desk and release.
I've never been an Apple person.
Nope.
So, I wasn't for the longest time. And I'm still not going to say I'm an Apple person, but I am a person who appreciates the simplicity of design. And that most of the defaults are what I want it to do, which is good because you can't change any of them.
I'd make an argument that Apple has an advantage for low-end users because it's just generally more user-friendly than Windows tends to be sometimes.
So, I hear what you say, but I'd like to reframe it, because I don't think that's entirely correct. I'd say Apple has an advantage for anyone who doesn't want to fuck with it. Like, I have things to do on this computer, then, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Versus, I want to make this computer do what I want, exactly the way I want, which also isn't Windows. Funny story.
Yeah, no, then it's Linux. Then
I want this printer to work with this god-awful software that our company requires.
Oh no, print. Okay, I have never met a printer technician, so a computer technician who specializes in printers, who is not just something's off about them. Like they're not bad people, but every time you talk to them, you feel like something's just kind of cracked up there.
It's the last bastion of the electromechanical. Like, there's so many interlocking systems that, first started 60 years ago, and their only significant upgrade has been, the wires are smaller now.
It's straight up witchcraft.
Yes.
Yep, but they know exactly how many fucks to give, and it's usually not many. Like, they are guarded jealously.
I have worked with printers once or twice, and every time was a nightmare.
That's fair. To help me out, sysadmin Adam. I'm not going to name names of anyone involved. However, I will say that the decision to go with a company for printer services whose entire business model is making the money back on service calls may not have been the most forward-thinking decision.
This is what we call incentivization.
Yes.
What is your incentive?
Lessons.
No, it's incentivization. Are you incentivized to make sure my printers work or don't work?
Well, I'm just gonna say they got us, HP Enterprise printers, so, they're not good. They're fine. They're fine. They would be fine in a regular office that isn't also a shipping terminal.
Look, you and your fancy boats, pal, okay?
They're not my boats. We like
They
rent
are
space
your
on the
boats.
boat.
No, they
No,
are.
I wanted to go on the boat, but you can't ride on the boat. You used to be able to ride on the boat, but I can't ride on the boat, and I'm sad.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
What did you do to get banned from the boat?
I was born in the wrong time. Apparently, like 10 years ago, that was available as a prize for their salespeople, but the salespeople didn't want it, so you could just go like, hey, I'll give you $50 for the boat trip, and they'd be like, cool, $50.
Yes. The true sin of our generation, being born in the wrong.
Yes, where we do an awful lot of finding out for not very much fucking around at all.
And there's not a lot. There's an unfortunately small amount of things to find out.
Okay,
born too late to explore the seas, born too early to explore the stars.
This thing that we just found. Remember this, Rail. Also you, Squid, because you haven't played this either. Indistinct shape with circle.
That is a oddly shaped rock.
Man, big ass UFO frisbee.
Blah 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 blah.
So instead of being able to explore the sea or the stars, we'd explore the depths of human degeneracy.
Yeah, but that's free though. We can just get that online.
The internet costs money, good sir.
Look, I figured out the aux. I know exactly what's going on. I understand all of this. I figured it out, okay?
Okay.
Yep. So
wait, no, go back. Hold up. I'm just this boat doesn't make any fucking sense. This is a cable laying boat. That is the only thing that giant wheel is for, is the laying of underwater cables. Nothing else they're doing with it makes sense. They've stolen the wrong vehicle. Proceed.
It is the Searchlight catamaran cable laying float thing.
That is also a submarine?
I don't think it's supposed to be a submarine, but
give it time.
Yeah, we'll
So since it's meant for laying cable, how long before Deadpool tries to come and give it what for?
Whoa!
So, okay, Squick, what did she give him to eat? What is that?
Human meal.
It's called slop.
It's not even that. The thing is, you have to intentionally make slop. If they're going for lowest effort, it's going to be just another thing of whatever the rest of the crew is eating. To that end, I suspect space tilapia and spaghetti. Possibly with
You eat
beans.
too fast.
Okay.
Like
I thought there was maybe a little bit of guacamole on there too.
I think that's supposed to be potato dish, but with an exotic sauce.
What kind
I
of
don't know where
potatoes
you
are
two are
green?
getting all this detail, because all I see is a red lump with a couple other sprinkles of colors.
Yeah, I grew up with the N64, the PS1. Hell, I grew up with the original NES. We can make some things up out of those colors.
Oh yes, we can. Pixels are delightfully ambiguous.
Didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
Mm-hmm.
We?
Oh, we means you.
We.
Who are you guys anyway?
Titus, too stupid to know how to eat.
Thank you, Squick.
Look, Digimon, if you're that hungry, it's actually generally a good idea to have someone around to stop you from overeating.
There's the butt shot.
I'm a blitzball player.
Yeah, is this a bad time to point out that her outfit makes no sense?
I mean, she's probably like choking on that leather strap there on the bottom.
That's going to be super uncomfortable. The metal riveted directly to it. The prosthetic beard.
Look, the
I mean, the helmet is
Egyptians
at least-
had prosthetic beards, okay?
The
I'm
helmet
not
is
going
at
to
least
Google
themed
that.
off of Japanese martial arts helmets.
So I told her everything
Why does
there
she have
was to
pointy
tell about
boots?
Zanarkand.
Why does she have pointy high-heeled boots?
Why does anybody
Blitzball,
ever have
and
pointy
Sin's
boots?
attack.
Pointy boots are so stupid.
You don't?
Aaron and I were engulfed in this light.
Speaking
I
of
just said
Destiny,
things as they
god
came to
damn it,
mind.
why do they keep
But
giving
then I
warlocks
started to
pointy
wonder.
shoes and stupid helmets?
I think the point there is to demonstrate I don't even have to punch you. I'm just going to be back here in my wizard robe. Like, that's the whole wizard thing. They could get up and they could go, yeah, I'm going to armor up. Or, alternately, hear me out, that sounds really uncomfortable, incredibly loud, and kind of sweaty. I'm just going to lounge in my robe and maybe call down the wrath of the gods.
Yeah.
No, see, that's the thing, Their helmets are all over-designed schlock. They're like oh god.
You sure?
You've seen Fire Emblem,
is no Xanarkand
or at least Whacker,
Since
you've seen
destroyed it
Fire
1,000
Emblem. You know
years
the
ago.
Pope hat that Rhea has?
So no one plays blitzball there.
Sort
The
of.
Pope hat that the lady in the charge of the church has.
Sort of.
The big ring sticking out the
Yeah,
back
like
of
the
their head.
the Corona.
Yeah, it's those. It's always those stupid things, or horns in odd places.
Okay, so, hot take, the Destiny 2 helmets are just the austerity version of the shoulder pads from World of Warcraft.
Also, while you guys were arguing, what we just found out was that apparently Titus has warped 1,000 years into the future. On
I
this
can see the future.
cable-laying boat with fins and rudders and searchlights.
You said
Well, now that you have thought of it, you can't unthink it because your brain only has one direction and it isn't in reverse.
Yep. Can't unring that bell.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
I feel like I should be narrating for these people.
Those are some awesome shoulder pads, too.
Yeah, we should just do a dramatic reading of the plot of this game, or of every spoken line, and see if it makes any more sense.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here? Okay, I'll go tell the others.
So
Wait
why
here.
does her face guard look like it should have a name tag on the forehead?
And one thing. Don't tell anyone
She
you
scraped,
see Xanarkand.
she scraped it off.
Yevon says it's a holy place.
So it's a
You might
martial
upset
arts
someone.
style face guard. It's meant to be like so you can get hit in the face or in the head and not get KO'd.
On the
It's a
one
face
hand,
protector.
I'm with you. I understand. But that doesn't make any sense in this context. When you could go for a full face helmet, You could go for much better armor, you could go for something more maneuverable. Instead, she's chosen the option that will be the most uncomfortable at all times while providing the least protection and trade-off.
Sin?
Good sir, good sir.
I thought
There,
Sin just
this
took
is
me to a
Final
faraway
Fantasy.
place.
There are an
But I can go
average of
back in a
3
day or
belts
two.
per person, which
Wait.
is one more belt than an
1,000
average
years
person
into the future?
needs.
Wait till we get to Lulu.
I mean, I guess that's fair. We do have this guy wearing clothes that are 1,000 years out of style.
I don't think his clothes were in style when they were quote-unquote in style.
Did he just kick the boat to death?
He did.
Good job.
Assless chaps, man, just went rolling.
Those are not assless chaps. Those are like 5 ass chaps.
No. No, those are assless chaps, sir.
Well, that's double the ass per ass. It has a prosthetic ass on the outside.
No, it has 0 ass. It has 0 over
So
X
apparently we've
ass.
activated the digital assistant, which has helpfully found a link based on something that was said in the last 10 seconds. I'm not clicking on it.
Look, where's your sense of adventure?
Well, good thing he can breathe underwater.
It's not fucking in my watch.
Unknown sea.
I shall call it water. Comma damp.
Dang good thing he can breathe underwater. He's face down. That man should be dead.
Yeah, but I mean, 1,000-year-old drown ball champion.
Well, remember...
Does he have the same voice actor as Sora? Because I swear that Riku
No,
sounded
it's-
exactly.
No, I don't think it's Haley Joel Osment.
Finding it out.
Oh, I thought he just got bombed by a seagull.
There's the other Kingdom Hearts person.
You don't believe in pants? We don't believe in shirts. We should be best friends.
Okay, Titus is James Arnold Taylor.
Yep.
Born in '69. Nice.
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 Let's see, James Arnold Taylor has also done Leonardo from TMNT in 2007.
See this right here?
Okay, I take issue with that swimming. Can you go back to the water for a moment? Because I want to point something out, and it just bugs me. More than just random treasure chest on the beach. But when he swims, his arms and legs do things, and that's cool, and his chest moves up and down, but the only part of him that's planted, and therefore presumably providing power for the rest of this operation, is his ass. Like, his motion is independent of any of his hand or foot motions, only the ass is consistent.
And there are not enough bubbles for his ass to be for the one providing.
So maybe it's like a caterpillar from Hunt for Red
I
October.
think the dude is legally a jet ski.
I take more umbrage with his running animation because water physics are hard.
So if his no. Okay, Squick, I'm in agreement with this, but because his head is out of water, what is the intake for the jet ski?
Finally.
Look, you don't
Things
want
were
to know.
starting to look
You're going to
up.
ask, and I'm going to tell you don't want to know. And you're going to say, I want to know anyway. And then I'll give you the answer. And then you're going to be like, wow, you were right. I did not want to know, but here we are. So let me save you from that personal hell. You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Well, just fuck those guys' balls.
You know amateur.
No, it's called Drown Ball.
What team you say again?
I meant
Why is that one guy in the back from the PS2?
I got to
Because he did not get caught in the skin update.
Because he didn't get the skin updates.
So we have regular humans and also the
Potato, yes.
Nintendo Me population.
Yes. In all seriousness, Squick, I have installed several texture packs. I have
And
a
they
couple.
look good. Just not on that guy.
Yeah, just not for him.
coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry?
The man's hair
Okay,
is
back to the
terrifyingly
village. I'll
powerful.
get you something.
It is.
Yeah, so this voice actor also did Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Force Awakens.
Okay, I'm gonna be a minute because I'm eating shrimp scampi from the microwave.
Ugh.
So, no, it's cool. It arrived frozen, so it's probably fine.
I'm pretty sure microwave shrimp is supposed to be a bad idea.
Yeah, it's fine. Probably. We'll find out.
Actually, I need to find I'm.
Oh yeah, we do only have like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Before it's time for Dragon
I felt like I
Axe.
could trust this.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl.
So
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's true Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000
I'm
years ago.
getting to a save
It's just
spot.
a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
I swear to Christ, between you and your fucking kazoo and Squick and his soundboard, this is just...
Wait, no, get ready with that, because then you can do the backbeat and it'll just be like, let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, thank you.
Take a look.
And you can be
Actually,
like, doot, 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 and then we can get copyright strikes.
That was about 1,000 years ago. Just like I said.
Squick, I think you need to get a kazoo, because I want to hear the kazoo through some of your audio changes.
No, you don't. No, we don't.
It's $8 on Amazon.
It's just that.
Yeah, I bought the electric kazoo a while ago. That was a mistake. It turns out, for the princely sum of $23, they do not include a high-quality microphone.
I'm not saying that team never
Of course
existed,
not.
Yeah?
Oh no.
But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the.
Okay,
But at that
Digiman, I
time,
definitely read that
everything
as
that happened to
Assassin's
me,
Chaps,
oh,
and I was
maybe if I
concerned
could
and
find Sin
confused,
one
but
more
also
time.
intrigued
For
and
now,
curious.
I just live. Sure, it was hard not to think of a little.
Alright, there's the save spot. There we go. Alright.
Why are you saving your game on their fancy magical island toilet?
Because we're going to go...
Orb. He's pondering the orb.
No,
We're
but you just sit down and it's self-cleaning. It's great.
Well, we're going to go swimming in the toilet orb thing in a bit.
Ah, yes.
I mean, the ocean is the toilet of the fish.
Yes. I mean, fish screw in it and poop in it, so...
Once
I mean,
again,
fish will poop
blow
in
it
a
up.
lot of things. They're not picky.
I mean, yeah. All right.
There's some people who would be very interested in to know that fish are willing to poop on a lot of things.
Where do you think the seagulls learned it from?
Oh God.
Yeah, they evolved from that. Just remember, 500 million years ago, we had gills, not lungs. Okay.
Anybody who likes seagulls, 1, get out. 2, has not had to fight a seagull for their lunch.
Why would you fight the seagull? It's
No.
just going to make you put down the sandwich, and another one will take it while you're out having a fist fight.
Yeah.
The seagull will come to obtain thine lunch.
All right. I'm.
And it will bring its friends like, you ate in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Okay, it is time to end this stream. Both of you say goodnight to people.
Good
Bye.
night, standard human audience.